Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for another Facebook Friday, another Facebook Live. I am really hoping to have no craziness. This would be like the third Friday in a row, and it's just not even going to happen. We're not going to have just any like craziness at any school in our area, right? Yes, for sure. So let's see. I'm going to kind of jump right in and I guess kind of get started, although I have to back up. Can you guys see I've got my Alma Panther basketball sweatshirt on. I'm showing my Alma pride today. The varsity basketball team is playing in district tournaments this week, and they've already won their games on Monday night and Wednesday night, so they play again tonight. I'm honestly not even sure who they play, but anyway, I'm just showing my spirit because I'm excited for them. Obviously, you thought that I was done talking about basketball, but I guess there's a little bit more to go with this varsity basketball. Hi, Nikki. How are you? You know, while I'm thinking of it, I wanted to make sure that you give me your address because I have the ribbon that you won maybe a week or two ago, and I need to send that out to you. So just send me, like, comment or send me a message or email me or something with your address so I can get that ribbon that you won a couple weeks ago sent out to you. Okay? So let's see what else. Yeah, basketball's going on. Oh, we're heading down to Detroit again for our last dance competition this weekend. So hoping that all goes well for Lily. I have actually a friend that lives down in that area, so I'm really hoping to be able to catch up with her too while we're there. We're trying to get that coordinated. So that's fun. She's a friend that I've grown up with. I've known her since we were in 7th grade, and we've still remained super good friends. And thankfully, don't live too far away from each other, so we can get to see each other a few times a year at least. So what else is going on? I have to already look at my list. Oh, fish fry tonight. If you don't have anything else going on, just down the road from me at St. Mary's School. What is the address? It's off of Downey Street. I don't even know. Here in Alma. It's easy to find if you were to look that up. But fish fry tonight from 5 till 7. It's so funny because another friend of mine that also works at the fish fry, she said she was on Facebook the other day and kind of scrolling through stuff, and she watched a video, and then mine came up next, and she watched the first few minutes, where I'm talking, just kind of waiting for people to get on. And she was like, oh, thank you so much for giving the shout out for the fish fry. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. I got to do what I can. I'm not able to work it next weekend, so I'm going to go down and help this afternoon, like I said, from 5 to 7. So if you need some dinner, Fridays in Lent down at St. Mary's, you can get some fish and lots of other yummy stuff too. And say hi to me. Oh, hi Sherilyn, how are you? Good morning. So what else? Oh, I know. The other thing I want to make sure to mention is, excuse me, next Friday, I'm heading down to Lansing for our weekend crafting retreat. So I have to leave earlier, and I'm not going to be able to do Facebook Live next Friday because I've got to get down there and help get everything set up because the ladies come Friday afternoon, and we're there Friday afternoon and evening and all day Saturday. And I think we can go till like 2 o'clock or so on Sunday. So there's going to be tons and tons of crafting, and I'm getting really excited. We're doing lots of stuff to, make sure we're prepared for that. This friend of mine and I that run that crafting weekend. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that there's not going to be a Facebook Live next Friday. I think, well, that would be the 16th because it's the day right before St. Patrick's Day, because we're going to have some fun stuff going on for that weekend crafting retreat as a part of St. Patrick's Day too. So Facebook Live obviously today. Hi Tammy, good morning. How are you doing? No craziness today. I've already said that, you missed it, but no craziness today. I feel like I want to pray about it. What else? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, hi. I'm saying hi to everybody. Hi, Karen. How are you doing this morning? I was just talking about no Facebook Live next Friday, okay, because of the weekend crafting retreat. And then we'll be back on track. I think that would be the 23rd, would be the Friday after. So we're going to miss the 1 week. That's going to happen occasionally. Today, actually, my kids had a half day from school, and they get out of school. They need to be picked up from school at 11:30. And I was like, well, that doesn't work very well. I have Facebook Live on Fridays at 11:30. So there might be an occasional time where I have to like move this to noon or something. My brother-in-law is able to pick the kids up from school today. So we're covered today. But just to kind of warn you, every once in a while that might happen. Checking my notes. Oh, okay, so let's do our first drawing. This was the drawing. I think I said, well, I'm sure I did, right? Last week, the drawing for the Springtime Foils Specialty Designer Series paper. Good morning, Deb. How are you? So I had 2 samples of it that we're giving away. Now, this paper is part of the new free items. Yeah, Tammy, I agree. Enough craziness. Yes. Anyway, oh, just because it popped into my head and so I have to share this. My son and I went out for dinner on Saturday night up in Mount Pleasant where that shooting was last weekend, and we were talking to the server at the restaurant that we were at, and she was saying her roommate was or is a basketball player on the girls basketball team, I guess, at CMU, and they were literally locked in the locker room for 7 hours yesterday, or not yesterday, but last Friday, because of all that craziness up at CMU. So I just, you know, beyond obviously that tragedy, you know, everything that happened with this kid shooting his parents, but all of the other lives that were affected last Friday was just unbelievable. So yes, no more craziness. People need to get help if they need it. Okay, so back to this, these are the samples that we're giving away. So the deal was last week, if you commented on the Facebook Live video or shared the Facebook Live video, you got your name entered into the drawing. So every single time you comment, every single time you share. And then I said if you commented and told us what your favorite Sale-a-Bration item was, you're going to get another entry into the drawing. So I had lots of entries in the drawing for these 2 sample packets. So let's do that drawing right now. I've got all the names in here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to shake my little, I'm like, you guys can probably hear it, but maybe you can't see it because I don't hold it up high enough. Okay, let's see. So first name drawn, I think I only have 1 sheet. Ooh, Karen, and I think she's on here. Congratulations, Karen. I'm always like, oh, can you guys see that? Okay, so Karen gets one of the samples of the Designer Series paper. And Karen, good timing. Hi, good morning. Let's see. The other one goes to, I always have to make sure I have 1 sheet because wouldn't that be awful if I pulled 2 out? Oh my gosh, look at, see, this is how it works. Karen, she gets 2 samples. So she commented a bunch last week on Facebook Live. So obviously the more you comment and the more you share, the better your chances. So Karen gets both of those samples of the Springtime Foils Designer Series paper. And I think I started to say, I don't know if I finished that thought or not because my brain, the way I talk is kind of what happens inside my brain too. Like the thoughts just keep coming. You're welcome, Karen, you're welcome. So this Springtime Foils Specialty Designer Series paper that Karen, gets both packs of the sample of paper. This is one of the free items you can get during Sale-a-Bration. We have just, what do we have, like about 3 weeks? 3 weeks left, 3.5 weeks of Sale-a-Bration left. So you can still get this awesome paper with a $50 order during Sale-a-Bration. And this is totally out of order. I might show you this again, but I don't think I showed you guys this last week, did I? This, Karen, oh my gosh, thank you. So this is a little treat. No, I don't know. I feel like I share everything so many different places, but I don't think I shared this last week on Facebook Live. But this is a cute little treat box, like a little triangle treat box holder. And the reason why I'm really showing you this is so that you can see this is another piece of that Springtime Foil Specialty Designer Series paper. If you get all the angles and so it glitters. It's like kind of got a copper foil on it, and that's why I picked this copper foil sheet of paper to add, you know, my accent for my sentiment on it. But the other reason I'm telling you is because I did a YouTube video on how to make this little treat box. So if you're interested in learning how to make this cute box, check out the YouTube channel. Just search for Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio. And if you become a subscriber, then every time I put a video on there, then you'll be able to see those. But this one's on there also. So it says Celebrate You. I know that's backwards when you do Facebook Live. So yeah, maybe I'll show you again when I have the camera the right way. just so you guys can see it a little bit better. So yeah, awesome. Congratulations, Karen. I'm going to just move those things right out of the way. And what are we doing next? Checking my notes. That's cute, Deb. Congratulations, Karen, she says. And hi, how are you, Deb? I'm glad to have you joining us today. Let's see, what else? Oh, okay. Let me make sure. Yeah, so this week, I am so excited to share with you. This is what we're giving away, which I know a lot of you guys do not have this yet. This is the basket weave embossing folder. I'm like gonna put it right in front of my face. So I feel like I showed projects. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. I've made a few projects with this and I'm pretty sure I showed, yeah, I did, because I did another YouTube video using this basket, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, basket weave embossing folder. So this is what I'm giving away. It's gonna be in 2 weeks now, so you guys have a lot of time. So here's the deal. If you comment on the Facebook Live video, you get 1 entry into the drawing to win the basket weave embossing folder, okay? If you comment, but this time I want to hear what your favorite occasions catalog product is, you're going to get a 2nd entry into the drawing. So every comment you get 1 entry. If you comment about your favorite occasions catalog product, you're going to get 2 entries into the drawing. And then I'm upping it because I really want the shares. I love to have you share this video because that helps me reach a bunch more people. So if you share this video, every single time you share this video between now and 2 weeks from today, you get 3 entries into the drawing because I know this is a hot item. This, well, here I have it. So for Sale-a-Bration, oh, here comes the sun. It's okay right now. Go away for the next hour though, would you? And then come back out. We'll see how that works. Okay, so these 2 items are bundled together. And if you spend $100 during Sale-a-Bration, you get this bundle of products. So this one is called the Blossoming Basket Stamp Set, and then the Basket Weave Embossing Folder. So generally you can't just get this all on its own. So I'm breaking things up and you're going to be just getting this embossing folder. 1 entry if you comment, 2 entries if you comment and tell us about your favorite occasions catalog product, and then 3 entries into the drawing if you share this video. And like I said, you can do that right now. You can comment in a couple days, in 2 weeks, as long as you comment and share anytime between now and I think it's February 23rd, your name's going to go in the drawing to win this basket weave embossing folder. Or if you don't win, then just make sure you spend that $100 and then you can get this bundle of products. As long as you shop and spend $100 in product by March 31st, you could get this product. So I don't know what, maybe you gotta wait until you find out if you win it or not, or give it away if you buy it, right? Or if you, whatever, you guys can figure it out. So you get the idea, right? But that's the deal with the next drawing that I'm doing, okay? Let's see. Oh, the other thing. So I announced on this group, on the Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio Facebook group, blah, 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 that's like a huge mouthful. I want to see what you guys have made with all of your, did I say, I think I said Sale-a-Bration. Yeah, I did. Now I'm trying to remember, did I say Sale-a-Bration and occasions? Whatever. If you use new Sale-a-Bration or occasions catalog product on any projects, anything that you've made over the last couple of months, if you post a picture of it on our Facebook group, your name is going to get entered into a totally separate drawing. Every time people are posting on there, I'm writing your name on a list, and then at the end of March, I'm going to, put all of those names in the drawing, and that's going to be a big prize. I haven't decided what I'm going to give away yet because I'm waiting to see, I don't know, what strikes me as a fun thing to give away. But that one, so totally separate from the commenting and sharing, this one, just post something on our Facebook group, a project using occasions or Sale-a-Bration catalog product. It's got to be the new stuff, right? New occasions and new Sale-a-Bration stuff. your name gets entered into that drawing. And then at the end of March, actually it'll probably be like the very beginning of April, I'll do that drawing on probably that first Facebook Live video, whatever that Friday is. I haven't even looked at the calendar to know what that date might be, but that first Friday in April, we're going to draw a big prize we'll give away for posting pictures of projects that you've made using Occasions and Sale-a-Bration catalog product. Did I say that enough times? Are you guys clear on that? Sorry, I just get so excited about these things. Okay, oh, well, and I do have to mention, because this is kind of fun, I think. So Wendy Drowley is definitely in the lead with the most posts. If you guys hop onto, obviously you're on our Facebook group right now, or somehow you're catching this live, right? But if you scroll back down after we're done with the video, you'll see a bunch of projects that Wendy has made using Occasions and Sale-a-Bration catalog product. So her name's already going to be in the drawing quite a few times. So if you want to beat Wendy out, you got to start posting your projects, right? Okay, not that Wendy wants you to do that, but she'll just keep posting more, so she'll still have more entries in there, right? Let's see, yeah, so but that goes all month long. You can post anything between now and March 31st, any projects that you've made, okay? I always kind of just like to give quick shouts out to my downline, anybody that's in the Inspired Stampers group. I don't have anything specific to share with you, because usually the first couple of days of the month kind of can tend to be a little bit slower, and then things start ramping up toward the end of the month. But I do want to make sure, so anybody that's in my downline, make sure you check out the this demonstrator rewards for Sale-a-Bration, the kind of the levels, because some people are kind of close to kind of getting to the next level in terms of sales. You know, maybe you're almost to $500 in sales. So don't sell $490 during Sale-a-Bration, because then you're going to miss out on that free catalog product valued up to $25, right? So, you know, make sure you bump it up to at least $500 in sales during Sale-a-Bration, or when you get to $1,000, then you get those 2 catalog products valued up to $30. So I've talked about this a bunch. I just want to kind of put that little bug in anybody's ear that's in the Inspired Stampers group. Go on to the Stampin' Up! Website, check out the demonstrator rewards during Sale-a-Bration, and make sure you're going to get everything that you can out of those free rewards during Sale-a-Bration, okay? Let's see, I'm trying to clean things off so that it's not so convoluted here for me. Oh, okay. So I posted this also on our Facebook group earlier this week, but I want to make sure everybody knows, because I'm trying to kind of get like a head start on warning you guys about this. So can you see, I'm trying to get these all spread out. These are the in colors. The 2016-18 in colors. So these were released about 2 summers ago. So these products are all going to be retiring. Like I keep covering my mouth. So the thing is, the retiring lists come out in April, and as soon as those come out, these items generally always sell out. So I'm trying to tell you guys now, because then you can take advantage of Sale-a-Bration too, right? So if you need, and I'm going to tell you these colors. So this is Peekaboo Peach. I had to write my names down just because I knew as I'm like live, I'm going to forget something. This one is Dapper Denim, Sweet Sugar Plum, Emerald Envy, and Flirty Flamingo. So these are the 5 in colors that are retiring, right? If I stand back here a little bit, you guys can see still. So cardstock, ink pads, ink refills, markers, ribbon. I have this little, can you guys see? This is I just brought this little, this was like laying on my craft table. So this ribbon is obviously the Dapper Denim ribbon, but it comes in all of these colors, so this ribbon will be retiring. And then there's even some baker's twine. I think this one is, let me make sure. Yeah, this is the pink, the Flirty Flamingo, if you guys can see that. It also came in Dapper Denim and Peekaboo Peach. It wasn't all 5 of them, but this baker's twine I'm sure will be retiring also, because it's one of our in colors. Oh, there are also some cute little embellishments too that are in these in colors. So make sure, my point is, if you need more cardstock, if you bought the ink pad but you don't have the ink refill, if you think you want some of the ribbon or the baker's twine or the embellishments, order it now in March before those retiring lists come out, because then you're much more likely to be able to get everything that you want. If you wait until April, and this happens every single year, and I'm not trying to be over dramatic, but people are bummed because they wait and then they try to order these things and they're already sold out. So don't wait, because then, like I said, if you order in March, you can get your free Sale-a-Bration item too if you get to $50 in a product on an order. Okay, so let's see. Let me know if you have any questions on that too. The fun part is, though, when those 5 in colors go away, there are 5 new in colors that are going to be released with the next annual catalog in June. So I have not, last year I kind of got a sneak peek at the in colors. I was on some survey or something, but I haven't been on that survey this year, so I haven't seen the new in colors, so they're going to be a huge surprise for me. And well, but as a demonstrator, another plug, reason why you should get the starter kit now during Sale-a-Bration, because it's a great deal. Then you always get like sneak peeks of this stuff, so you can see the in colors themselves earlier than anybody else can as a customer. And then you can also order those things earlier than anybody else can if you're a demonstrator. So get that starter kit, and then you can get all those new in colors too. Okay, let's see. I think we are gonna do our drawing now. Well, again, it's not technically a drawing because there was only one online order last week. So the drawing is for the one person. This was that beautiful, right? Yeah, Beautiful Peacock Stamp Set. So congratulations to Leah Patton. She was our one online order last week using that host code. So she gets the Beautiful Peacock Stamp Set, and then she also gets the projects that I demonstrated last week. So congratulations, Leah. Next up, I want to show you, I think, you know, I make all these notes and then I have to keep keeping track of everything. Yeah. Okay. So this week, okay, maybe you guys already guessed this, right? This week and next week too. So this is, I keep forgetting the name of it, the Blossoming Basket Stamp Set. So that's the other half of that bundle that you can get for free with a $100 order during Sale-a-Bration. I'm breaking them up, right? So the embossing folder is for commenting and sharing and that sort of thing. This stamp set, you will get your name entered into the drawing if you put at least a $30 order in online and use the host code that I'll give you later. The host code is also always on my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com. And then you're going to get the projects that I demonstrate today. So you always get the projects that I demonstrate when you put the online order in and use the host code, and then your name gets entered into the drawing to win the Blossoming Basket. Okay, can you guys see that? The Blossoming Basket Stamp Set. So it's backwards, but the sentiments say, "You are loved and here for you." And then it's got that really cute little tag with the little hearts and the butterfly, and then this gorgeous basket that you will probably have seen tons of people coloring with our Stamp and Blends markers. It's just some beautiful projects made with this stamp set. So the other deal though is normally that online order needs to be in by next Wednesday, but because we're not doing Facebook Live on Friday next week, you're gonna have like basically a week and a half. So if the next Facebook Live is on February 21st, it's a Friday, you have until February 23rd is a Friday. I don't know what I just said, but February 21st. So if you order between now and February 21st, your name is going to go into the drawing to win this stamp set too. Okay, so you've got lots of time. Just make sure to use that host code. Like I said, it's on my blog, and I'll give that to you in just a little bit too. Okay, so this is another one of those. Not a lot of people, I think, have this stamp set yet, so this would be pretty awesome for the person that puts that online order in and wins the stamp set, right? Okay, the other thing I want to mention that today's the 9th, so today and tomorrow too are the last 2 days if you want to order Paper Pumpkin this month. Excuse me, and get that free gift that they're putting in all of the Paper Pumpkin gifts to celebrate Paper Pumpkin's 5-year anniversary. Today is the last day, tomorrow. I guess I would say, go online to paperpumpkin.com and set up your subscription. You can get it just for March if you want, and just get the free gift. But I'm telling you what, once you get one of the Paper Pumpkin kits, you're going to realize how fun they are, and how easy, like, to transport. You can just take the box with you. I'm already thinking maybe I'm going to bring my Paper Pumpkin kit that I got last month. I might even bring that with me down to the dance competition. Just bring my scissors and adhesive, and then that's all I need. So they're very transportable too. I hear lots of people taking them, like, you know, if you go camping in the summertime, you know, there's some downtime there, right? You can sit at your picnic table and just pull out your Paper Pumpkin box and put your projects together. So I've definitely heard of people bringing, you know, those, you know, kind of saving them up. Maybe they did other stuff in the winter time, and then those are great to bring along and do something kind of quick and fun and easy. And they're good, like, kind of like rainy day projects in the summer too, or like for kids, because they're usually fairly simple also. So, but do it now if you're going to get Paper Pumpkin, if you've been thinking about it, because you get that free gift also. Okay, so I think I am ready. I just have to make sure my hair is bugging me too. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna show, well, I've got, this is where, okay, I'm moving the camera, okay? So bear with me just a sec. I get my big hand in the way here. And it's sunny, isn't it? I might have to move the table a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna move. Yeah, look at that glare. Okay, the table is going for a ride. And my poor puppy is like, what are you doing? Leo is his name. I meant to show you him, but I'm not bringing him up on the table now. That's not, he could fit. He's not that big, but we're not doing that because my dog does not go on my table, ever. Okay, so I want to do a quick review of our calendar of events from March, and I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. I'm having my moment of panic too because I don't have any of my little candy cane broken up ready to go if I have a tickle in my throat, so I'm just going to pray that that doesn't happen. Okay, so if you guys, I don't know, can you see? I'm going to try to just point, but on Wednesday the 14th of March is our Simple Beautiful card class, anytime from 4 until 9. Then there's no Facebook Live on Friday the 16th next weekend because I'm down in Lansing for the weekend crafting retreat and maybe having a little St. Patrick's Day fun as well, as I hope you do too. Then the following week on Tuesday, always the third Tuesday of the month, is our group meeting, our group gathering at the Stamp Studio, and that's at 7 p.m. Now this is a gathering for anyone that has bought the starter kit that's in our downline called the Inkspired Stampers, or if you're considering purchasing the starter kit. That's a great time to come and check things out and talk to other people that have bought the starter kit, ask questions, you know, just get a good feel for things. Okay, in a sec I'm going to show you my next class to go. I just put the email out and started posting. I did a YouTube video too, so I'm going to show you that class to go in just a sec. But RSVPs for that next class to go, it's called the Myths and Magic class to go, are due on Friday the 23rd. And then scrapbook classes at the end of the month, the last Tuesday of the month, anytime from 4 until 9, actually scrapbook and memory keeping classes. And then I also did reschedule that masculine Stamp-a-Stack class down to, I'm going to kind of run that in conjunction with the scrapbook and memory keeping classes on that last Tuesday of the month. So I've shown you lots of, I think I showed you last week the masculine Stamp-a-Stack. I still need to design these projects. But anyway, if you want any more information on any of these events down at the Stamp Studio, if you go to my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com, there is a link to all of the events. So you can get lots more info on any of those things. Or just call, text, email me if you have any questions or want to get signed up. I'm going to do a quick flip because I want you guys... Ooh, that doesn't work very well, does it? Hold on. There we go. I just want to mention the one-day retreat is coming up on April 21st. That's a Saturday right here in Alma. Also, because I need RSVPs by Monday the 9th for that. So that's going to be coming up quickly, and I just want to make sure to get that info out to everybody that I do need RSVPs for the one-day retreat on Monday, April 9th. And again, there's more info about that on my blog as well. Okay, So let me show you now the class to go. So let me see if I can get these things kind of organized. So I've got those. I've got to get my notes more than anything because I'm going to tell you guys, I won't go through every single week because I did do a Facebook Live video. We're doing Facebook Live right now. I did a YouTube video that gives all the details. So if you need to know more details about this class, check out the YouTube video or check out my blog because I have a blog post today about this class to go kit. But here's the deal. So it features, I have to show you guys because this is just such a cute suite of products. The Myths and Magic suite of products that's in the Occasions catalog. So it's just this really fun, like it kind of, it is magical. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. I'm like kind of drawing a blank on my words right now, but it's just, magical is the only word that keeps coming to my mind. It's, Sherilyn, how are you? I'm like seeing some things flipping up on my screen here. But anyway, so just really, really fun. I think it's kind of, it would be great for kid projects, but I had so much fun working with these things too. I think you could really use them for adults as well. So there's the Magical Day Stamp Set, the Magical Mates Framelits, and I'm going to try to kind of zoom in so you guys can see all of those. So you can see anything that's grayed out on the Magical Day Stamp Set. There are framelits that cut all of those things out, okay? And then down here, we used a bunch of that Myths and Magic Designer Series paper and the glimmer paper. I am in total love with the glimmer paper, okay? So super cute suite of products that I used on this class to go. And let me give you the details for the class. There are actually 6 different options because I was trying to kind of meet everybody's needs here. You guys can't hear. Leo keeps running all around. He's worried he's missing out on something, I think. You hear his little toenails go clip, 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 clip on the hi buddy, on the wood floors. Oops, these are all flipped around. Okay, so I'll show you those in a sec, actually. I'd like to give a little peek there, right? But okay, so option number 1 for this class to go is, this is what's included. So you get this Magical Day Stamp Set. You guys see those? The Magical Mates Framelits, and then all 5 of these blends markers. So these are the light and dark night and navy, the light and dark smoky slate, and then the ivory marker. Plus, you get the video, it's not a video tutorial, the PDF tutorial. It's kind of a written step-by-step how to put these cards together tutorial. And then you're gonna get 4 cards, 2 of each of them, so 8 cards. Option number 1 is $90. So I know that sounds like a lot, but you get a ton of product, and then you get these really cute cards that obviously use the product, and then you can make more of these cards, or it kind of gives you a good jumping off point to make other projects, right? So option number 2 is if you do not want the Magical Mates Framelits, because I do all of your die cutting for you, so you don't technically need those. A lot of people want to get the stamp set and the framelits, so that's why that's option number 1. But option number 2 is the stamp set, the 5 blends, and then all 4 cards, 2 of each of them. Ooh, and I forgot to mention, on this option number 2 and option number 1, you get a free Sale-a-Bration choice with both of those. Option number 2 is $63, okay? Then option number 3 is if you don't want the blends markers. So you either already have them or you think you have another way that you can do the coloring on the card. I'm going to show you in just a minute. I'm going to kind of give you all the options, and then at the end I'm going to show you the cards. Okay, so that's option number 3. You get the stamp set and then the PDF tutorial, and then all 4 cards, 2 of each of them. That option number 3 is $37. Okay. Option number 4 is if you already have the Magical Day Stamp Set, because on all of this, I cannot do your stamping for you. You have to do the stamping. That's like against Stampin' Up! Rules to do the stamping for people. So you either have the stamp set, or maybe you think you have something else that you could use. You'll decide that once you see the cards, but you do not get the stamp set in option number 4. You're just going to get 3 of the blends markers. So this is kind of that like a starter kit. I will tell you, I mean, I was trying to price it so that, you know, you had kind of different price level options. You can color with just the light Night of Navy and Smoky Slate, but you're not going to get the shading that you would, say, if you use both the light and the dark. So that's up to you. You decide on that. But this option, number 4, with the 3 blends markers, the light Night of Navy, light Smoky Slate, and the ivory, and then all 4 cards, 2 of each of them, so 8 cards total, that option is $32. You also get the PDF tutorial. Then in option number 5, it's just the PDF tutorial. So you get basically no product, no make and takes. You just want the step-by-step tutorial on how to make all of these cards. That I can email to you right away. That option is $15. And then the last option is option number 6, and that's for anybody that's in my downline that would like to just get the make and takes. So just all of the materials to make the 8 cards. You would want to order the stamp set through your own demo ID number so that you can use your DIS account to get this stamp set and possibly the framelits and the blends. You decide what product you want to order, but you just get the make and take packets for these cards. And that option is $12 for anybody that's in my downline. Okay, now I'm going to show you each of the cards. Okay. Leo, it's okay, buddy. Why don't you lay down? Okay, so this is the first one. It says, hope your day is magical. And you guys have to see, I think my most favorite part is all of the shimmery shininess. Can you see that? Like on those little unicorns, there's tons of like, it's like glittery embossed almost. And then we're using a bunch of that glimmer paper as well. So that's one, and you're gonna make 2 of that card. And I'll tell you, so I will do your die cutting. So you're gonna get all of these pieces, the ribbon, and then I'll die cut these ovals. You do your stamping with your own ink, okay? And that's true of any of these options. This next card, look at those cute mermaids. They're just so much fun. So again, I'll give you all of the pieces. I'll do all the die cutting and then do your stamping and put it together with the PDF tutorial that tells you exactly how to do it. Okay, here's another hope your day is magical with more of that. I can't tell you how much fun I had with this paper. Oh my goodness. And then here is the last card. And this is why I include the blends markers in there, because can you see all of these images? Let me show you that too. So back up on this stamp set. When you stamp them kind of, you know, just that little guy, he doesn't make quite as much impact as when you stamp him and then color him in with your markers. Can you see? So, and I've used like the light and dark Night of Navy, and then the light and dark Smoky Slate, and then the ivory kind of for the skin tone there. And I'm actually going to show you how I did this, because I want to have a video too to refer back to also on how to color that little guy so you can see him, because that's too hard to put in like a written tutorial. So if you get this to go kit, I will refer you back to this whatever minute we're at in this Facebook Live video on how to color that guy in Merlin. I want to call him Merlin. I don't know why, but okay, so let's do that now. My paper fell on the floor, so I've got this paper. I've got my stamp and my ink. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, though, let me tell you. Like I said before, with the calendar, RSVPs for the class are due on March 23rd, and then the expected shipping date will be April 4. And that, it takes a little while because I have to order everything after the ordering deadline, and then it takes about a week to 10 days to get to me here in Elma, get everything cut and packed and shipped, you know, basically back to you, get it all back out to you. So April 4 is the expected shipping date, okay? I think that's all you need to know. But like I said, there's a YouTube video on this also. So if you forget any of the details, or there's more info on my blog too at gatheringinkspiration.com. Well, hi, Wendy. How are you? I'm like waving, but I'm waving at myself and not in the camera. Okay, so let's see how to make this little, we'll keep this guy out, okay? So you can see him. I'm grabbing my chair. I'm ready to sit. I stand so much when I'm doing these videos. But that might make Leo lay down too, because he's really thinking he can't figure out who I'm talking to. Okay, so let's see. I think I have everything. Oh, you know what though? You know what I need is my work, because these blends markers, can kind of seep through. Yeah, let's get this. So, you know, when you're working on a nice table, you want to have, let me get this centered where I like. You want to have a good work surface to put your paper on, because I'll lift this paper up after I do all the coloring and you'll see that it will really have kind of bled through the back of this. Okay, so this, oh, let me back up again too. So this is the Memento, the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. This ink pad is made specifically to use with our Stampin' Blends markers, okay? So if you're gonna get these markers, you really need this Memento ink pad as well, okay? All right, so we're gonna open that up. We're gonna do, try not to wiggle things. So tap, tap, tap. This is not one of our squishy ink pads, so you can press a little bit harder. I wanna make sure I get it. Okay, there we go. So you can see, you know, when you just, the line, it's real kind of simple. You need to put some color to it, I think. So that's why we're gonna do that, right? But you could have so much fun coloring all of these guys in. And if you're not sure where to start, kind of use the tips that I'm gonna give you with how I colored Merlin in. And then there are lots of videos on YouTube and pictures on Pinterest that can kind of give you good starting points as well. Okay, so I'm gonna use my light Night of Navy marker. And if you can see here, there's, let me zoom in here, right? So there are 2 points on, or 2 ends, 2 points or ends. There's kind of a skinnier fine tip and then a fatter brush tip. So I'm gonna start with my skinny, kind of pointy end, because this, there's not a lot of room in here to do my coloring. And I'm actually gonna kind of color all inside his hat with this light marker, okay? So I'm just kind of carefully going around the edges. If I had, I'm gonna real carefully go in there, and it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. If I had a bigger image, I would be using that fatter tip on my marker. So now I just have to, while I'm talking, I have to make sure I don't color in like his hand in blue, because that wouldn't be so cool, would it? Okay, so I'm gonna go around his beard. So can you see I'm kind of outlining, and I'll show you. So we just don't want to get his hand, right? And then I can probably color in the inside of his cape. I don't want to call it a dress. There's probably a lingo. I don't really know that much about like these kind of the Dungeons and Dragons, that sort of thing. So the lingo is escaping me. Okay, so now I'm going to use that fatter tip to kind of color in. So this is all, this is, if you just got, I think it's option number 4 with the light Night of Navy. And I like to kind of color in a circle. So this is what it would look like. So there's not really much shading, much of any. You can do some shading, you just kind of keep adding color, and it will change the look of it. Even just using the light markers, if you just keep going over, it'll keep kind of adding some deeper color. Okay, so now I'm gonna get his little mustache and his huge, actually this one I need to get that little guy right there too. So hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. I wonder a little bit on these Facebook Live if you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. But the basic idea is I'm coloring everything in with my light markers first. This is what I like to do a lot of times to get started. Then I'm going to use my ivory marker to color his face, kind of give him that skin tone look, and his little ear, and that hand. Ooh, and then that's, you got to just be real kind of gentle with your marker there. Okay, so he looks good, right? Can you see? Here's the difference between the two. So this is if you just got option number 4, you would just be getting the light Night of Navy, light smoky slate, and the ivory blend. And can you see, I'm gonna color the rest of them in, but can you kind of see? I mean, he looks great like that. These markers are wonderful to work with. I'm trying to kind of move it so you can see, get a little bit more of the kind of shading and contrast. You might be able to see a little bit better in the other YouTube video too. So now I am gonna go back and just kind of along, it's almost like along the left side edges, I'm gonna add, and I did, now I'm trying to remember, maybe I didn't use this fat tip. We're gonna use the skinnier tip. There's not a lot of room to work in here, so I'm just kind of adding some dark. And you can see how that's pretty harsh. You zoom in again there too. Can you see? That's pretty harsh, like the dark and light. So I'm gonna go back and kind of circle back over it, and I'm gonna blend it in. That's why they're called the blends. But right now I just wanna add some of that dark kind of along the edges where maybe some shadow might be. And this is where it doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of wanna add a little bit of color, okay? So I've got my darker color there. Now I'm gonna go back in with my light Night of Navy marker again, and this time I'm gonna use that fat brush tip, and I'm gonna just kind of work over in circles. And it's interesting how when you do it, I'm just trying to blend that line kind of between the light and the dark, and it kind of fades. So you may have to go over it a few times to kind of keep adding or making that line disappear a little bit more. Do a little bit more there, okay? So that's kind of the idea, and I've got that. I feel like maybe I did go over it all a little bit more. So you can do this as much or as little as you want, right? Okay, now the last step, we are going to use the same idea with our dark smoky slate. So again, I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of darker shading kind of along the top of his beard there. And then I'm going to use my, oops, actually I didn't do that right, did I? Well, it might still work. I should have had my dark. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit more. This will make it even darker there. Okay. Yeah, because once that dried, I basically went with the same color over it. Okay, so there is the dark smoky slate. I added that kind of along the top edges, and now I'm going to use that fat tip again in kind of that circular motion to blend the light and the dark colors. So they kind of all, and it's funny because at first you probably cannot see this on this video, but it almost looks all the same color, and then it dries. It's like it almost kind of dries right before your eyes, and you can see, it's like you can see it happening almost. So you just play with it. You just kind of add as much color as you like. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of go back in if you had the color lifter and maybe kind of pull a little bit of color off of the center or the bottom part of his cape or something. So you can just do a ton with the shading, but that's the basic idea. I'm going to kind of lift this up so you can kind of see that. Oh, let's see, what's Wendy's question? Do you think they will carry over these markers with the new catalog? I do. I would highly doubt, because it took them a long time. You know, they had a problem a couple of years ago with whatever those other, the blendabilities, I think. The manufacturer could not, they couldn't make the markers so that they wouldn't dry out, basically. So years have gone by, and now we have the Stampin' Blends markers. So I am sure, because I have not heard, I mean, they did so much testing to make sure they didn't have a problem again with these markers. So I would be shocked if these did not carry over into the new catalog, because I'm thinking you're probably asking from that perspective. You maybe have some of the old blendabilities, and do you want to invest in getting the new Stampin' Blends? And I think it's definitely worth it. It's funny because I played with those and I remember really enjoying them, and I never had any that dried out or that I had a problem with. But I guess I was thinking, I wish I could kind of compare those markers to these, and I can't remember. I don't know if we had a light and a dark or not, but these, all I can say is these Stampin' Blends are well worth the money. The kind of neat thing is they sell them separately. You can buy them in a combo pack. It's the same price, whether you get the light and dark together or separately. They're $4.50 each. So if you get them in a combo, it's $9. But say you use the light one, because I think that's probably what's going to happen is I'll, you know, like in this, I used the light Night of Navy everywhere, and then I went back a little bit with my darker one. I'm going to run out of this one more quickly than I am the dark one. So I can just order, and that's why they did that. Then I can just order this single light Night of Navy marker if I run out. You cannot refill these markers, and that's true of most markers too. So, but they are wonderful, and I really do think that they will carry over. So I think it's definitely worth the investment. Just get a couple of them, and make sure if you can get the light and the dark, because you really, I don't know if you could see that, but you can get so much more kind of contrast and shading. And I didn't go crazy because I don't want to spend too much time, but you could just have a ton of fun with these markers. And then for this card, then we would die cut this out. My Merlin, we would die cut him out with that framelit right there too. Okay, so I just wanted you guys to see how nice those blends markers are to play with. Okay, all right, so scooting that stuff out of the way now. Let me check my notes, but I think we are, yeah, let's make a couple projects. Do you wanna? Okay, so let me get my supplies here. And while I'm getting things out, I'm gonna put this right here. So if you're interested in putting in that online order of at least $30, it's actually next Wednesday, not by this Wednesday at midnight, but next Wednesday. I think we figured out that was the 21st. You will receive the projects that I'm going to demonstrate next, and your name is entered into the drawing to win that Blossoming Basket Stamp Set. Just make sure you used this host code right here, which is also always on my blog, okay? Then if you are so inclined to bump your order up to $50, you always get a free embellishment from me, and right now, because it's Sale-a-Bration, you get a Sale-a-Bration choice too. So let me give you an example. With Leah, who just put her online order in, she spent over $50. So she's going to get a free embellishment from me. She got a Sale-a-Bration choice. She was the only one that put an online order in, so she got the stamp set. What was it? The Beautiful Peacock Stamp Set also, and the projects that I demonstrated. That is so much free stuff. So I just can't say enough. If you can't make it to a class and you want to put an order in, now is the time to do it, because you get so much good stuff. And I'm going to keep doing this. I'm really enjoying like getting all this stuff out to everybody too. So, okay, so that's the deal on that. Let me grab my projects. Oh, I forgot my big shot. Okay, hold on. Take that in, ladies, okay? I'm going to run real quick and grab my big shot. I will be right back. It's right here. Okay, oh good. The puppy's finally laying down. He's realized, I think he's always thinking I'm going to go somewhere. So he's up and wandering around. Okay, so here is the next card I'm going to demonstrate, and then this is one of the cards that you will get if you put that online order in and use the host code, okay? This card features the Happy Wishes Sale-a-Bration stamp set. So this is one of those other, because it's such a large, it's a 16 piece. You can get it in clear or wood mount stamps, but this is a free Sale-a-Bration item with a $100 product purchase during Sale-a-Bration, okay? So on this card, we're using the Best and then the Wishes, but you can see there are so many combinations. I mean, I think you could hit about every occasion that you needed. Like as I'm saying that, I'm like, ooh, anniversary. I always need more anniversary cards. So that would be a great happy anniversary. It wouldn't quite fit on there. You could do, well, maybe it would. Maybe the happy would fit on there. Maybe you could change that to happy anniversary. Or you could just do like a rectangle piece instead of cutting it, die cutting it with the framelits. You could just do a rectangular piece and stamp happy anniversary on this card as well. I like that idea too. Okay, so let me get all my pieces. I'm going to move this up out of the way for now. And what all do we need here? Okay, just set everything out so that we have it all handy. Oh, and we're going to do a little bit of coloring with our blends. This one I'm not even really, because the flowers are so little, we're not even doing like much of the light and dark shading, but I wanted you to see just how easy they are to work with. Okay, so let's do our stamping first. So we're going to stamp the best and wishes, and then we'll do our die cutting and coloring and put everything together. Okay, so here is our Whisper White piece with our Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Remember, that's the ink that you need. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Now, I am going to put, I think, I'm going to put this right about there. Okay. It always stamps a little off kilter, but that's okay. Just have to remember that and make sure I get my wishes. I would hate to have that upside down, right? That would be kind of funny. I'm going to put the wishes. Oh, I did. I thought I had it the right way and I didn't. Okay, well, here we go. Good thing I brought a big piece of paper, huh? Okay. Well, it's Facebook Live, ladies. This is what happens, right? Okay, so let's see. That one, I tilted it even more. I meant to tilt it the other way. Okay, wishes. Yep, I've got it now. Alrighty, we're going to put you right about there, and we're going to hope, I think that's going to work out all right. Let's die cut this, because I can always use the back side if I need to, if this still didn't go well for me. Okay, and I'm going to die cut my old olive oval as well. So let's do both of those. Here, I just got all this stuff, and now I'm going to move it. Okay, so I've got my big shot with my magnetic platform. Okay, I'm going to put one clear pad down. We are going to put, let's put that in there. Framelits, what am I using? So these are the layering oval framelits. I think this is the biggest. I've got a total mess. It's the biggest scallop oval framelit in here is what we're going to use on this piece right here. Okay, and then which one? This is the one. I have to cut this off there so it will fit on here. So there's my best. And I'm using the stitched shape framelits to cut this out. And I think this is the largest stitched oval as well. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's stamped funny. Actually, let's pull that so I can move it a little bit. We will get it. And it's okay if it's not exactly straight. It's a little bit hard to line those up perfectly without it being the photopolymer stamp. So I think we're good. Okay, so we're cranking our handle. Sorry, it's a wiggle in here for a sec. Okay. All right, and I think that's all we need the big shot for. So we're going to take that piece. We're going to pop this guy out. Okay, we're moving all this out of our way. Okay. So let's see. We have, oh, let's do our coloring. No, let's not. Do I want to do my coloring? Let's do the other stuff because sometimes, I mean, this was stamped like a minute or two ago, but sometimes I kind of like for it to dry just, you know, just to be safe, right? So let me show you the rest of the pieces on this card and the dimensions and things, okay? So we start with our card base. As always, this is, oh, that's the other reason why I used this color. So this is Sweet Sugar Plum. This is one of those retiring in colors, and really probably one of my most favorite of those 5 in colors is this Sweet Sugar Plum. So make sure if you love this Sweet Sugar Plum cardstock as much as I do that you order it, or like I said, if you need the ink pad or the refill or the markers or the ribbon or the twine, any of that. Make sure you order it as soon as possible, okay? So, okay, Sweet Sugar Plum cardstock, 8.5 by 11 piece. We cut this one in half at 4 1/4, and then we scored it in half at 5.5 inches to make a tall card like that, okay? Then we have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, okay? And then these 3 strips of Designer Series paper that are, is it the Petal Garden? I forgot to bring. It's actually in the annual catalog, which I tell you, this time of year, the annual catalog has not seen as much love as it probably would like because we get so focused on Sale-a-Bration and the Occasions catalog. So I kind of wanted to bring awareness back to some of the products in the annual catalog also. So this is one of those, like the 6 by 6 paper stacks that's in the annual catalog. I think it's Petal Garden. You'll find it when you find all the designer series paper. Okay, so this strip measures 2 inches by 5 inches. Okay, this floral one is 1 1/4 by 4 3/4, and then this green one is 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. And we are going to punch all 3 of these with our banner triple punch. Okay, so you can see this one was the 1 1/4 inches wide. So I just have to make sure it's evenly spaced on either side and then press down. So it can, because the grooves in here are 1 inch, 1 1/2, and 2 inches, but obviously that one fit in, you just have to line it up, right? Then this one is 1 1/2, so that fits perfectly right inside there. And then this one is 2 inches, and as long as you cut it exactly, it might be a smidge wider than 2, but it works, okay? So I love those, aren't they? They make, I mean, you can use your paper snips, but how easy that is to just punch those out, right? Okay, now I think we can do our coloring, because then we can put everything together. Okay, so I have my Best Wishes stamp, and I'm gonna kind of set this right here. So I realized, I think I need glasses. I remember a while ago going to my eye doctor, and he said that, you know, because I had the exam and he said, you're okay right now. But that was, I don't know, a few years ago. And he said, it's going to happen. All of a sudden, one day you're going to like go to look at stuff and you're not going to be able, you know, you're going to have a hard time seeing. And I'm like, last night when I was trying to do this card, I felt like, oh, it's that moment where the eye doctor said, you're going to not be able to see very well. You're going to, you know, not be able to focus and see what you're doing. So I think I need to make that appointment. Okay, so while I'm chitter-chattering here, I am coloring in, oh, I should tell you, this is the light rich raspberry color. And can you see, I mean, how nicely it works, the light rich raspberry, because rich raspberry is really like a kind of a pretty deep, vibrant purple, but the lighter one makes it almost look like sweet sugar plum. It might be a little bit darker, but I think it definitely works on here, okay? And you can always go back and add more color. It's interesting because now I'm looking at the one on the card and I can see where I might want to have added a little bit of like deeper shading, maybe in like the centers of some of the flowers. You could have even put maybe like a yellow center. I decided not to because it was really late last night. I have been determined to get a bunch of things done this week with being gone over the weekend to this next dance competition. Things have just been crazy for quite a while now, so I was determined to get a bunch of stuff done. And I did, but that meant in preparing these projects, it was kind of late last night when I finally was able to do that. So that's okay. But I can see where maybe you might want to add like I said, some of that darker shading. And I mean, this is the thing with this coloring, you could keep, like I'm like, oh, that's kind of light, I could add a little bit more. You could just keep going and going with this and really just have a ton of fun with it. But I think that's going to be good for now. So that was the light rich raspberry, and now I have my light old olive, and I'm just going to kind of go back in and color the leaves. Oops. This is what I was meaning earlier too. Like I missed that flower. That's a flower. That's not a leaf. My eyes cannot see very well. Just going to color a little bit in there. So I got to get my purple, my rich raspberry back out. And color that other flower in again. But that's kind of the idea, right? And like I said, you can just keep going over and over and adding as much color as you like. Oh, I forgot to show you guys on the Merlin. Where did he go? This is, because this one's, I didn't color as much on, but this little Merlin man, can you see? And it didn't even go through because I didn't color quite as much, but can you see how much that seeped in to the back? So don't like just work on a table because that ink will seep right into whatever you're working on, okay? So just get something underneath your table, or under, what am I saying? On your table. So this is the point where, like, you know, I stayed up too late last night, and now my brain's not working very well, and it's making itself known in my conversation on Facebook Live. And you can see this must have been some attempt last night too. But let me point out this thick, no, it's not even. This is just our regular white cardstock. You will not be able to see that behind there. Once I lay that down on here, So that's the beauty of our Stampin' Up! Whisper White cardstock. It is thick enough, oops, that you cannot see through it. So if you make a mistake, flip the cardstock over and try it on the other side. Okay, so here, let's put the rest of our pieces together. So I'm going to flip these over because that'd be the next thing that I'd do. I would put adhesive on the wrong side of my paper, which it would be pretty like this too. Both of these, the floral patterns are pretty on all of these. But let's get our adhesive on all of these things. And then here's our white piece. I'm going to put this kind of big sweet sugar plum purpley piece on first. I'm just trying to line that up across the top there. Then that's the green, I don't want that one. We're going to use this floral piece, and I'm going to put him, actually I got to get him lined up there. Put him right there, and then line this guy. This is an old olive piece, so that's why I use the old olive and rich raspberry light, which is kind of like our sweet sugar plum. Okay. Then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of our oval, and I'm going to pop those on here. Can I tell you how nice it is to, I usually think, oh, I need to well, I shouldn't say dress up because I don't ever really dress up, but I'm really happy to be in my cozy sweatshirt today, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wasn't sure if I should do it, but I was like, you know what, got to support the team today, so I'm wearing my sweatshirt for Facebook Live. And it feels pretty darn good. Okay, put my adhesive on there. Oops, I got some extra adhesive. Otherwise, everything will be sticking to that if I don't get that off. Okay, so we're going to put this piece on here. And then we have a couple of last finishing touches for this card. Okay, ribbon right in front of my face, right here. Okay, so this is an old olive sheer ribbon, this is called. So just a really nice, it is kind of shimmery sheer ribbon. So we're just going to make a bow with this. I had the hardest time last night making this bow. My fingers, I don't know, I guess I was all thumbs, and it might happen again today too. But I won't worry much about it today. Okay. All right, so we've got our bow. Scoot that guy out of the way. I'm going to use a little mini glue dot to put our bow on our card. Flip this back. There's the next glue dot. Oops. Okay, I meant to put the glue dots away and I had the bow still on there. Okay, so we're going to put our bow on there, right? And then I had to just add a couple little pearls to the center of, of our flowers. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one there, and there we go. Okay, so that is one of the projects that you would get if you put an online order in today, the Best Wishes card. So pretty. I love the colors. And then, like I said, don't forget, if you need any of these in colors, make sure you get them as soon as possible so you don't miss out on those. Okay, I'm going to do a quick tidy up so I stay a little bit organized. Can you guys tell that's kind of a focus in my world, is the trying, the trying to stay organized. Not always successful, but I do the best I can. Okay, so the next project, let me show you that right after I get one more sip of water. Okay, so how about this little guy? So, well, little girl, I guess I should say. I ran across this. Well, hi, Marianne. How are you? I ran across this project when I was prepping for my class to go kit. I do definitely jump on Pinterest and kind of to get my wheels turning to come up with ideas. I'll check out what other people have made and use those as jumping off points. And this was, so I think her name is Katina Martinez, and she had, it was probably like 5 or 6 different little mermaid cards with some different designer series paper and different colors of the mermaid girls, and I'll show you those in a sec. They were all kind of laid out on her photo. So cute. And the other thing, she actually used some of, I think they're like an iridescent sequin that was really, really pretty because it kind of looked like bubbles in water. I didn't have those, so I had to use my Tutti Frutti sequins. But I just thought this was such a cute card. So I'm going to show you this one now as well, kind of in honor of that Myths and Magic Class to Go kit that I mentioned earlier. So let me know. I will also include the link to the YouTube video and the ordering link for that Myths and Magic Class to Go in the comments on this video too. Okay, so let's make this cute little mermaid card now, all right? Let's see, get everything out that we... Oh, I did use my Big Shot on her, didn't I? I did do a bunch of punching, but I see one framelit in here. So, let me keep that handy so I don't lose it. Yeah, a bunch of punches. Okay. Oh, I used this. So, I'll show you that while I have it in my hand. I used this Celebrate stamp from the Cake Soiree stamp set, which I'm just going to tell you too, this Cake Soiree class to go I did last month. The tutorial, the PDF tutorial is still available, and you can get that by accessing the YouTube channel, also the Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio YouTube channel. That's probably the easiest way to get the link to get the PDF tutorial, or just email me and I can get that to you. That one will always, the PDF tutorials are always available. The class to goes, when they're done, because they're a lot of work to prep for, so I just do that one time. Okay. Let me get everything out that we need here. Alrighty, I think we are good. Let me show you, what do I want to show you? Well, actually what I really want to show you, because it's totally distracted me, is the glimmer paper. So this is the Myths and Magic glimmer paper. I'm just going to pull almost all of it out. So check this paper out. Can you guys see? Like, seriously, glittery paper. It is awesome. So this is, I call it Lemon Lime Twist, Bermuda Bay, and Dazzling Diamonds. I think they have different names in there, but that's kind of the idea. But this, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Does it tell me how many sheets? You get 24 sheets, so you must get 8 of each of them. So tons of glimmer paper in this pack of glimmer paper, and we are using, so it's just this little strip right here of our Bermuda Bay glimmer ribbon on the card. You know what, because I have this out, we're going to do, so everything else is a punch except this one scallop circle right here. This is one of our scallop circles from the layering circle framelits. So let's cut that, because then we can do everything else easy enough. Okay, so I've got my scallop circle, and I'm going to put that on here. I'm just going to cut this guy right now. Okay, we're cranking the handle. Here we go. Oops, I want that piece. I don't want the framelit. All right, and let's see, what else do we need? Okay, so this is these are all the parts and pieces that we have here. Our card base starts, this is thick Whisper White cardstock too, so this is great for a card base. The regular Whisper White is a little bit flimsy. It's great for stamping, but for a card base, I think you want a little bit thicker, so the thick Whisper White works great. So our 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, this time I cut it in half at 5.5, and then scored it in half at 4 1/4 inches. Okay, you can almost hear how thick that cardstock is, I think, when I bend it like that. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. So what do we want to do? Let's do our punching. So this is my Bermuda Bay circle with our 2 1/4 inch circle punch. So we just need to punch that little guy out. So we're going to do that. Scoot this stuff out of the way. And then with our 2-inch circle punch, can you see this is some of the designer series paper, the Myths and Magic designer series paper. So I have to zoom in so you guys can see this because it's so cute. Look at these mermaids. And in the right light, they really sparkle, like her little belly and tail. You can kind of see them on that green one right there too. And the pink one, can you see how they're just so fun? So you pick whichever mermaid you like, and we're going to punch her out. So I thought maybe we'd use the pink one here. So we're going to punch her out with this is our 2-inch circle punch. And then actually that's the back of the paper. So if mermaids aren't, if you're not digging the mermaids, this is just a nice simple designer paper on the back of it also. So this one has the kind of shimmer and glimmer, and then this one does not. And I think that's the way all of them are. So there's shimmery, glimmery on one side, and then just a more basic on the other side. So if you don't like one, I'm sure you'll like the other side. Okay, let's do our stamping with our little Celebrate stamp in our Bermuda Bay ink. Okay, so we've got the nice easy tap, tap, tap. We're going to press straight down and lift straight up, and that's all we do with that guy. Then where's my punch? Okay, this is one of the label punches. I am drawing a blank on the name of it. Label punch. We're going to use it's like a skinny label punch. I know that's not the official name, but you guys get the idea, right? So we're going to kind of center that in there and punch him out and hope we don't lose him somewhere on the table by the time we get to put it together. Okay, I think we can put things together now. So you can see this is really that designer series paper. It just makes, oh, I will show you though. Actually, you need to have sizes of a couple other things, don't you? So this is more of that Myths and Magic designer series paper that's got kind of sparkle on one side. Can you guys see it? I gotta show you the sparkle. So this paper goes great with the Merlin guy that I colored earlier. And then here, this is just other clouds upside down. So they're just fun, puffy clouds on the other side. Hi, Debbie. How are you this afternoon? And then, so I'll tell you, the dimension of this one is 2 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And then this little strip of Bermuda Bay glimmer paper measures a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inches. And I think everything else is just, you know, strips of paper that you punch things out of. All right, so let's see. Actually, I think I need my fast fuse because this has got such a thick backing to it. The snail doesn't tend to stick as well as our fast fuse. So we're going to use that and put him right on there, about like that. Okay. Then we're going to, might as well, since I had the fast fuse in my hand, we're going to do that. Scoot him out of the way a little bit so I feel like I've got too much stuff around here. I can't work with all these things getting in my way. And we're going to put that guy right on there. Okay, now we can build our little mermaid circle, right? So we've got our mermaid. Oops, I flipped that open, right? So we're going to add her on our Bermuda Bay circle. Get her where we like, and then put some more snail on the back of that lady and put her on the scallop circle. Now I want to grab nope, I didn't. I was thinking I put her on dimensionals, but I did not. Okay, so since she's a little bit thicker now, I'm going to use my fast fuse because it's a little bit heavier duty adhesive. So we're going to add her to our card right about there. And then we need, these are the little mini dimensionals. Oops. We're going to put a couple on the back of our sentiment here. And pop this on our card also. So these little mini dimensionals work perfectly on like a skinny little label punch like this, because you don't want to see them behind the back of it. That bugs me. I don't know, maybe it doesn't bug you, but it bugs me. So we're going to put our sentiment maybe right about there. And then the last little piece that oops, that went crooked. Okay, scoot that there. Then we are going to put a couple of, so I have a few packs of these. These are the Tutti Frutti. I haven't figured out a good way to store these, obviously, but I have one lemon lime twist Tutti Frutti. These are adhesive back, so all you do is just peel it off and pop it on, and it sticks. And then I think I've got another pack right here with a couple more. I call them lemon lime twist. I obviously like this lemon lime twist color because I'm out of them on 2 packs now. And that's it. So look at super cute little cards. Oh my gosh. So if you put in that online order, like I said, let me grab the info one more time. Put in at least that $30 online order. Oh my gosh, there's too much stuff here. By next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, March 21 at midnight, you will get one of these cute mermaid cards, and let me find it, the Best Wishes card also, okay? You'll get both of these cards, and your name is entered into the drawing to win the Blossoming Basket Stamp Set, okay? Just make sure that you use the host code. That's how I know that you ordered and that you are wanting to get these projects and have your name entered into the drawing. And then right now, well, actually, as always, if you bump your order up to $50, I always send you a free embellishment. And then right now with Sale-a-Bration, you get that free Sale-a-Bration choice too. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the projects. I hope it gave you lots of good information and that maybe you might be encouraged to start working with those Stampin' Blends markers. Let me know if you have any questions on anything, and then also if there's anything that you would like to hear about on our Facebook Live videos, send me a message, comment, whatever you would like to do. I would love to know what you all would hear or would like to hear more about on Facebook Live. And then don't forget to comment and share the video. Where's that other, oh my gosh, there's too much stuff here. Well, that basket weave embossing folder. If you comment, you get your name in the drawing for the basket weave embossing folder. If you comment about your favorite occasions catalog product, you get 2 entries into the drawing. And if you share this Facebook Live video, you get 3 entries into the drawing. And all of the drawings are good until next Wednesday, the 21st. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you were inspired. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. And don't forget, we're off next Friday because I won't be in town. We'll be back live the following Friday, which, did I figure out, is the 16th. Yes. Okay. No, I won't be live. I won't be live the 16th. I'll be back on the 23rd. Okay, so talk to you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.